Currently join me, I'm on a little Scottish adventure. In the last video we would have been kayaking and also climbing a Munro, and over the next few days we've got quite a few other things coming along the channel. So the Ben Nevis ski resort, it's £15 for the night. You can also pay an additional £5 charge to get the pass to give you access to facilities such as the showers. But I just thought I'd come here. I just need to plan a few things. I needed just a base where I could just park up, not have any worries. So that's why I've ended up here. So what I thought I'd do, like I said, we'll go through, I'll give you a lowdown of things that have gone on in the van, because you probably saw from my last video I was sat in the single swivel seat, which that wasn't in the van the last video that I made. So let's spin around, let's have a look, and let's see what's been going on since the last video of when I fitted the induction cooker. I said to you that I was going to be doing the water system. So the water system has all been completed. I think that was one of the main things I wanted to do, get the water system fitted. That is all done, and I'm going to run through the water system now with you. So let's start off down the end cupboard. I know that in previous videos, I believe I showed you that this is where I was going to sort of have the electrical side of stuff. So inside of here, if you can see, so just inside of here, I've got the battery meter, the energy one. I've got two gauges here as well, one being wastewater and one being fresh water, and then you've also got the diesel heater. There's a switch underneath it as well. So if you flick the switch on, that currently tells me the levels of both waste and fresh water. There's an 85 litre fresh water tank underneath the bed, which I've got a little snippet video of where that's fitted. It's fitted just over the side here. And then I've also got the waste tank, which is underslung, 55 litre underslung tank underneath the van as well. So that's the gauges. I went with analog ones rather than the digital ones. I've got the fuel level senders, different heights based on the different sizes of the tanks. I'll try and leave links to in the description below of the tanks and the level senders and stuff like that for you. Yeah, but that's how I monitor where the waters are. Let me show you quickly. There they both are. They're the two, wastewater and fresh water, and then I've just got them on a switch, so they don't need to constantly be on. I only need them to be on just so I can have a quick visual and see where I'm at with wastewater and fresh water. So water tank underneath the bed, gauges are up the top there. The water pump as well is also under the bed. I believe it's a Shore Flow 25 psi. I'll put a little snippet on so you guys can see. Got the sink tap here as well. Let me just move these things quickly out of the way. So with this sink, it's one of the taps, it's one of the ones that you can move it around, and then it also has got two different settings. You've got just normal water sprinkler as well. That's the sink tap. My water pump is connected to a switch. That switch, had a spare switch here, so I can flip the water pump on and off here as well. Going back round, here we go. Here's the single swivel seat. We've got the seat itself on one of the CTA swivel bases that just spins around. That's actually a BMW 1 Series seat. I think I paid £55 for it. I'm not too sure yet what to do. Get matching seats or get seat covers and cover the both of them up. I've also then got the Lagan style swivel table. It's not the Lagan one, it's just a cheaper version off eBay. I've mounted it to the side pillar with nuts and bolts, and then that all comes out and it also swivels around as well, so you've got somewhere to sit. From there I put a cover on the bench seat as well. Also finished off and did a bit of trim work around here as well. But apart from that, since the last video, I think that's pretty much it. Like I said, I was going to bring videos, but it was just, there was a lot to do, to be fair. Like getting the underslung tanks underneath, doing all the waste pipage. The waste pipage basically runs from the sink through down the back of the cupboard and then goes out through the floor, down through the end cupboard here. I just thought I'd give you a show of the other additions that happen in the van. But interior wise of the van now, it seems to be that I'm pretty much completed with the interior. Let's go outside and show you a bit of Ben Nevis Ski Resort. That's the shower facilities. You can purchase your tickets from the ticket office or from the hotel reception. Also just down here you've got some sinks, and just over the other side you've also got some hair dryers as well. So for the £5 charge, I believe you also get the £5, it's a refundable deposit. I will confirm that tomorrow once I go and hand the card back. But also, as I showed you as I was walking through, there is toilets as well, male and female, and also disabled. Inside the ski resort area, you've also got, there's the cafe, bar, and a few other little shops as well. So let's go and head back over to the van. Welcome to Come Dine With Me camper van style. Dinner for tonight. What are we doing? Well, pretty simple camper van meal that most people would have. Mugshot or a pot noodle, one of the two. That would be the easiest version, wouldn't it? But no, we're not. We need to get ingredients out for this one tonight. So we need pasta, bolognese sauce. This is the onion and garlic one. We need the other ingredients. Mint, and also I like to add some butter mushrooms in. You can buy, to be fair, you can get the Dolmino with the extra chunky mushroom in, but I like to just put my own in. And we've also got a garlic bread, which we are going to do in the air fryer as well. So this meal is pretty simple, to be fair. I also, while I was at Morrison's earlier, got some Scottish sausage, so I might have those for breakfast, and a cherry Pepsi Max. If any of you've noticed, or you'll probably see quite a lot, I drink a lot of cherry Pepsi Max. It's sort of like my go-to drink. So we also need a wok. I like to do it in a wok, only due to the fact is it's quite deep, so get quite a bit in it. And we're also going to need a saucepan for the pasta. It's going to be pretty, like I said, it's going to be a pretty simple meal. It's not that hard to make this meal. The only one thing I'll do is just cut the mushrooms in half. Also, I'll show you in a minute, I forgot to point out, I went across, the only problem is this is why I don't like doing the build videos, is it's a lot of, like, you have to remember all these stuff. There is a hot water tank as well, bubbles. It's a dual 12 and 240 volt, which is currently at 68 degrees. I keep it on because trying to get it from a cool temperature to hot is going to use a lot of energy, but once it gets up to the temperature, once it drops 3 degrees, it will just keep kicking in, heating it up. The 200 watt, the 12 volt is a 300 watt element, and then if you run it on the 240, it's a 900 watt, so pretty much like boiling a kettle. So we have got hot water for washing up, and we need a knife. The only one thing I know about this particular type of mint is I went to get the more expensive one, but the Morrison's at Fort William didn't have any. This can be quite oily, well, quite greasy. So let's chop up the mushrooms, just half them, literally, that's all I'm doing. So I'll chop these up, I'll bring you back in a sec. You might be thinking there's a lot of spag bol there for one person. Well, I've got some Tupperware containers. This will make a meal for me for like a couple of days, so I'll probably have this today. I think I've got another meal, Thai green curry as well. I'll either have this tomorrow, or I probably might have it tomorrow, to be fair. I've got the garlic bread, but I've got the world's smallest air fryer, so I'm not going to be able to get it all in the air fryer at once. So I'm going to cook this up and I'll bring you guys, but I'll show you the end result. The only thing I did forget was Parmesan cheese. And there we have it, guys. Come dine with me, camper van style. Garlic bread, spaghetti bolognese, well, spaghetti and pasta. And I'm going to tuck into it. And then I got to do the washing up. So what you can't see behind me is an absolute, like, World War II bomb went off. I'm going to eat this, and then for dessert, I've got an ice cream. I'll catch you guys in a little while. Right, so that's dinner all done. I'm going to sit now, enjoy my little ice cream. I'm going to go and have a shower, and then as long as nothing magical happens, like unicorns come flying across the car park, I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, everyone. And today we're off on another little adventure. So far on this trip, we have kayaked on Loch Lomond. So far we've climbed a Munro. My legs are still feeling it, well, the top of my hamstrings. And today we're on another little adventure to go and find Scotland's second highest waterfall, Steall Falls, right next to Ben Nevis. There's a car park, and I believe the trail hike up to Steall Falls is about 30 to 40 minutes. I've actually done it before a number of years ago, and it's always been somewhere that I wanted to go back to. So while I'm here on the little Scotland adventure, I'm going to head back over to Steall Falls as well. Come join me. I'm going to head over to the car park now. It's probably going to take me about 30 minutes to get to the car park from here, so it's not too far. Also, I was having a thought last night, and I also want to know, guys, if any of you lot have travelled to Scotland on an adventure or trip, pop it in the comments below, the best place that you've been to in Scotland, or what you consider to be the best place in Scotland. Because so far along this trip, the views on the west side, so I'm on the Highlands side, the views on the Highlands side are absolutely immense. And I'm hoping that the trip only gets better and better as we go along, as we've got another couple of things to do here, today being one of them, Steall Falls, and then we've got something else which you'll see in a upcoming video as well. So let's head off down to the car park at Steall Falls, and I'll catch you guys when I get there. Join me on the start of the little trail to Steall Falls. If I remember rightly, it's not a bad trail, it's a little bit uppy, it's more like just steady, to be fair, but there is some epic views of waterfalls, I believe, along the way as well. It should only take me about 35-40 minutes, but my legs are a bit like Bambi at the minute from doing that Munro the other day. But let me spin you around. These are all of the views around the Nevis range. Old Ben's somewhere around here as well. Might have to pay him a visit. Steall Falls. The hike up here probably took about 10-15 minutes, to be fair. There's actually a cable bridge over here, so I'm thinking I might cross over the cable bridge. I've been over it before, and then go up to the waterfall behind me, get a closer look. I'll bring you guys along, but yeah, about 10 minutes to get up here, not too long. So if you're in Scotland heading up this way towards Ben Nevis, I would definitely put it on your list to come and have a look at it. Like I said, it's only about half an hour walk. It's not too steep or too gradient, so if you're average walker, most of the people up here are just walkers anyway. But yeah, there we go, Steall Falls. I thought this would probably be the best time to end this video here. So if you stayed around to the end of the video, thanks for watching guys, and come join me next week as we continue this Scottish adventure.